red, orange.
Orange or yellow?
Can we edit him out completely? not the video. I mean, like, just he can disappear. What's up, people? Welcome to Fallen Tree Homestead. Brian here, and it's been a bad week. Sunday evening, I come down with what I thought was a flu. Turned out to be, I guess, a virus. I just let nature run its course. But yeah, we've been a little delayed on getting videos out, but we're trying to catch up on that right now. Which brings me to my next point. What we're doing today. If you look over here, we already got a post in. That's because the ducks have got to go. I mean, it's just, guys, when your ducks start getting like this inside of a small brooder and they're throwing water everywhere, it creates a whole new smell. Let's just put it like that. So the ducks have got to go. We're going to get the pen thrown up. I've got a pond I'm going to have for them, and I'm going to show you a quick and easy way instead of having to go out, take and dump that pool over for them every few days, because ducks are going to poop in their water. So you're going to have to clean that water out a couple times a week, probably 3, maybe more. Everything's been evolving with these ducks. I'm going to show you guys how to have a simple way to clean your duck pond. After we get everything built and set up, we'll go through basically the feeders and how we're watering them, the pond and all that. So let's get to work. If you can tell, it's getting a little bit dry here. But what do you think we've had here in Tennessee? Rain, lots of it. So we set that pole over there the other day, and so we had to let kind of some stuff dry out and me get better from being sick. Okay, people, let's put some post in the ground, get some crete on it. Okay, guys, look, some of you may say, that's not the way you mix concrete. I know. I've dealt with a lot of concrete in my time. I'm not going to go into detail on what I do, but let's just say that I've had 22 years in the construction industry. I know how concrete's supposed to be mixed. I'm making this for viewers at home. I mean, not everyone has an auger. You're going to have to do post hose for some of you, but I'm just showing you a quick and easy way. Guys, I have took Quikrete and poured it straight in the ground and never put a drop of water on it. It's naturally going to get moisture from the soil. It's going to set up, and we're not building the Taj Mahal. We're building a duck pen, and so I'm showing you the simple way. I'm not going to come out here. I'm exerting 10% of my knowledge in construction on this. I'm not going to come out here and lay batter boards out like I'm laying a foundation for a home. Just not going to do it. It's a pen for an animal. I'm going to throw it together simple, make it simple for people at home to be able to understand and to be able to do this themselves. We got 2 more to go, and then we're going to start throwing up some fencing. We're going to plumb these up real quick, though, before we do that. That way the concrete is set up and we'll have a good straight post that's not leaning. I'm just patting down around the edges just to keep this in place while it sets up. And you're checking this side. This is going to get you level here. Okay, and I mean that's good enough for government work. And then you want to come over 90 degrees. See how we're out? The post needs to go this way. So we're going to come over this way just a little bit. I'm just going to tamp that down. And we could go a little bit more. That's actually a little bit too much. That's cool beans right there. Okay guys, just got all the posts set, checked the squareness of it, and we did very little to even lay it out to make it square, and we're an inch out, so it's not bad. But old PJ here got hot, had to get cooled off with the rest of the water that was left. Taylor here dunked the 5-gallon bucket on top of PJ's head, so he's cooled off now. Always want to be petted. Guys, just about forgot, you kind of need a door on your pen, so I've got to put that post in so we got a door. Otherwise, Taylor will have to climb over and feed them. Actually, I'm going to go over and measure the cart, because when I get in here, if I need to do any cleaning, cleaning out, whether it be the duck pen or the actual duck house, I want to be able to get my gorilla cart in so I can get in and out with one easy trip on hauling off stuff to the compost pile. So I'm going to go over and measure that now. Okay, so we got around 30 inches. It's kind of close. I'm not looking for exact measurements, but 32 inches is going to get us inside and out with no problem. So we're going to mark that out, hit the auger, drop another post, concrete it, and plumb it. Just for the record, you do not need a college education or a degree to run one of those things, Taylor. Okay guys, if you'll notice, my son letting the slack out of the string. Tension please. I'm putting this up, that way when we put our fence up, your pole's not back here, see what I'm saying? You don't have your fence running in and then your door running out. This way, all these poles are all in line together. Yep. So, I'm gonna check plumb on it. What I'll do is I'll get it up to here, and then I'll plumb the bottom, top over, whatever I need to do. Okay guys, as you can see that big red thing over there in the sky. Yeah, I'm sure they probably don't want to see the sun. Red, orange.
Orange or yellow?
Can we edit him out completely? not the video. I mean, like, just he can disappear. I'm just playing. Wouldn't trade him for. Never mind. So, as I was saying before I was interrupted, the sun's going down. Larry, Mo, and Shirley, they hungry. We went out there a while ago to get the poles, and they was giving it to me. They letting me know I'm their favorite person. Taylor said, "Boy, they seem to like you, Daddy." I said, "That's because I'm the one that feeds them." So, got to go feed Larry, Mo, and Shirley. Some of you at home are probably going, "I thought it was Larry, Mo, and Curly." Yeah, well, one of them ended up being a Shirley. So, that was what the guy had left. So, it is what it is. They all taste the same. One's for my mother-in-law and father-in-law. And 2 of them are ours. So, got to put all the stuff up, let these posts set. Guys, do not do all this work right here and then go, all right, let's grab the fence and start putting it up. Because if I do have a stretcher and I may put a little bit of a tension on it, and if that's the case, you go to pulling tension. I mean, this one right here has been set for a few days. It's solid, it's in there. These other ones, you go to stretching your fence and trying to tighten it. And I'm not going to do a whole lot of stretching with this. I'm not trying to hold, big animals in here. But if you try to do any type of stretching or pulling, that tension is going to slowly bring the top of your post in. You're going to come out in the morning and everything's going to be saggy and wobbly and your poles are going to be like this. So take your time and just let these poles set overnight. Let that concrete cure. Make sure you have a good solid base, and then we'll come in, we'll run our fencing, frame out our door work, get the pen in here, get the pool in, and get the ducks out of my house. Okay, guys, so we completed the pen. Got the door built, getting ready to put it on. We got the house in. I just put some little latches so at nighttime I can lock them up in here. Every morning I can come out, open the door for them so they can come in and out. At nighttime we'll put them up and lock them up. I think you guys, you may have seen or may not have seen, I just put a big slope roof on here to where I can lift it up. And they've got a little spot just to get in here and lay down. I gotta go in here and get some brads cut out where some brads are sticking through. I do got a latch on here, so when I shut it, even if a crafty coon got in here, I've got a latch on the back so I can lock that down. Over to the pond, I've seen a lot of people on YouTube, they'll have these duck ponds, and if you've never owned ducks, just from my maybe 6 weeks of having them, they're cute, they're funny, and they're messy. Pardon me guys, it's hot out here today. But they're gonna dirty this up, they're gonna crap in it. And so every day or two, you're gonna probably have to change this water out. But I see people on YouTube having to dump these things over. And when you get a little bit of sun on this and winter hits this, it's gonna make this very brittle and it's gonna bust and break. And just taking that much water and turning over, as you can see, these really are, if you come and get a closer look, these are super flimsy, guys. I mean, it's really not. I mean, it does its purpose. We're gonna put some rock around here to where the ducks have a little ramp to get up here in. But here's what I did. I just went to Lowe's and I bought just like a drain, just like for a tub you would have. I drilled a hole in the bottom of this. I put it through. It's got a rubber washer in here. So, I don't know if you can see that rubber washer, but it's got a black rubber washer right here. And then on the back side, it just comes through. This screws it actually onto here, this piece. And then I just took a drain, man. Guys, look, I just threw this together, man. I mean, it's not rocket science. It's just I think a 1.5 inch pipe. And this is thin wall, like for a drain under your sink. So I just slid this on, and I just put the cap blocks underneath for extra support. But put that drain in. Yeah, as you can tell, come in here, pop this loose. It's gonna drain outside the pen, and it's gonna make my life so much easier. And it'll be a whole lot better than having to take it and dump it over every time. So we've got some plants we're about to plant in here just to kind of pretty it up for the duckies. And we've got some, I call them lava rocks. I think that's what they are. It's like they're a lava rock. Yeah, so, okay, so let's do more work. Oh, so all right. We got done. I'll give you a little walk around. Well, I say we're done. We're almost done. I'm going to actually, for right now, until I figure out what I really want to do, we're going to take nylon string and we're going to run it across ever so many, probably about every foot, maybe 12 strands this way and then 12 strands this way. And that's to deter red-tailed hawks or any type of hawks. We have a lot of hawks that fly around and land in these trees, and I don't want one swooping in during the day while I'm going to work. So I'm gonna come out in the morning and let them out. As you see here, how I've got this rigged up. I've got 2 latches at nighttime where I can put them in and shut them up. And for right now, I just figured as far as ventilation goes, I just drilled some holes with a paddle bit on the front and on the sides just to get some airflow to where they can have, it just doesn't get so hot and stuffy in there. Over here, you see it's kind of leaned to this side, but that's what I want it to be. I want it to have a little bit of slope so it, when I get ready to clean this and drain this, it drains well. Got their food over here so they love to knock their food over. So got this in here so they can't knock their food over. Where do you think I picked this up at? Tractor Supply. And got their water bowl here, just a heavy duty rubber water bowl. Maybe they won't sling, they can sling water all they want now, I don't care. I'm glad they're out of the house. It's been an experience. It's been a smelly one for the last few weeks. If you remember our video where we went and bought turkeys, Josh Seals, they had the nylon strings ran, and he said that deters the hawks away from their chickens and whatnot. So hopefully it'll work. I mean, it's trial and error. I don't know. I'm no expert. I'm learning this and just sharing it with you guys, my experiences and what I thought would have worked best. My way's not the way. I mean, I'm just saying the way I've, like for instance, the pond over here for them, the little bath. I designed that. I've seen it. I say I designed it. I did make it, but I've seen a lot of people on YouTube with them. But I felt like that's better than flipping it over. Went over that with you guys earlier on that. So, but I think we're gonna drag that over here. I got another friend that I went to school with. She lives down in Memphis, Tennessee. She's got a shed similar to that, and she's cut out like the front tops of the windows. Of the doors. She's got the hardware cloth that she's got over the top halves of her door, and then some hardware cloth that runs down the side just for ventilation for the birds. I think I'm gonna steal her idea there. But we're gonna drag it over here, probably about where that's sitting, and we'll run our run over here. And who knows, maybe one day we can cut a little door in here and they can all be friends. The last time I put these cats, when I first got them, Miss Marie told me at Tractor Supply, said, you can try putting them in there with the chicks, but watch them. It didn't take long. I put them in there and they started biting the chicks in the butt. So I had to take them out, separate them. I'm just glad. No more ducks in the house. Gosh, people don't do that. Just like riding with pigs in an SUV. If I had to do it over again, they go right down there, and I just wouldn't think second about it. But they were already there, so here we are. I do apologize for being a little bit behind on videos. We'll get caught back up next week. But yeah, hopefully we'll have this video. If you're watching this, today is Saturday, so hopefully you'll be watching this tomorrow, which will be Sunday. So, guys, that's all I got. Appreciate you watching. Catch you on the next one.